What is up, guys? Welcome back to another massive Reddit marathon. I hope you're ready for some serious tea today, because these stories are absolutely mental. We have a bride who tried to force her bridesmaids to shave their heads, a neighbor who stole a literal driveway, and a story about a lost suitcase that revealed a massive secret. Before we dive into the chaos, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and join the family. Your support means everything, and I love seeing our community grow every single day. Alright, let's get into story number 1, because it is a total bridezilla nightmare. Story 1. The Shaved Head Bridezilla. Our first story today is from r/am I the asshole, and it is titled, My Sister Told Me I Am Ruining Her Wedding Because I Refused to Shave My Head to Match Her Aesthetic. The original poster writes, My sister, Lily, is getting married in a month. She has always been a perfectionist, but for this wedding, she has gone completely off the rails. She decided that the theme for her wedding is ethereal forest. She wants all her bridesmaids to look identical. Well, Lily's maid of honor has alopecia and is naturally bald. She looks beautiful, and we all support her. But then, Lily dropped the bomb. She called a meeting and told the other 4 bridesmaids, including me, that we all need to shave our heads, so the symmetry of the wedding photos isn't ruined. She said she wants us all to look like forest spirits, and that hair would be too distracting. When I laughed, thinking it was a joke, she got dead serious. She told me that, if I don't shave my head, I'm being unsupportive of her and the maid of honor. Now, she's threatening to kick me out of the wedding and telling our parents that I am hair shaming her friend. Okay. Wait a minute, shave your entire head for a photo. Lily, you need a reality check, and maybe a therapist. You don't ask people to change their physical appearance permanently for your aesthetic. That is not symmetry. That is a cult. The comments were absolutely savage. One user wrote, Lily isn't being supportive of her friend with alopecia. She's using her as an excuse to control everyone else. This is peak bridezilla. Another user added, I would show up with a bald cap and see if she notices, but honestly, just don't go. What do you guys think? Is there a world where this is a reasonable request? Let me know in the comments, because I am genuinely shocked. Story 2. The Driveway Thief. Moving on to story number 2. This one is from r/prorevenge, and it is about a neighbor who literally tried to steal land. The poster writes, I live in a rural area, and I have a long gravel driveway. My neighbor, Bill, decided he wanted to build a new shed right on the edge of his property. The problem? Bill didn't want to pay for a new road to reach the shed, so, while I was away on a 2-week vacation, Bill hired a crew to pave a section of my land and connect it to his property. I came home to find a brand new asphalt road cutting right across my front yard to his new shed. When I confronted him, Bill laughed and said, well, you weren't using that grass anyway, and it increases your property value. You should be thanking me. I didn't thank him. Instead, I checked my property lines with a surveyor and confirmed he was 5 feet onto my land. I told him to remove it, and he refused, so I waited until Bill went on a fishing trip. I hired a contractor to come out and install a massive, heavy-duty industrial fence right down the middle of his new road, exactly on the property line. I also dug up the section of asphalt on my side and turned it into a decorative koi pond. When Bill came back, he couldn't even get his lawnmower to his shed because my fence blocked the entire path. He tried to sue me, but the judge told him he was lucky I didn't sue him for trespassing and illegal construction. Now that is how you handle a bill. Imagine the nerve to pave someone else's yard. Bill really thought he could just colonize his neighbor's grass. The top comment said, paving a road on someone else's land is the ultimate level of I don't care about laws. Enjoy your pond. Seriously, don't mess with people's property lines, guys. It never ends well. Story 3. The Secret in the Suitcase. And finally, we have a story that sounds like it's straight out of a movie. The user writes, I was flying home from a business trip, and when I got to the luggage carousel, I saw a black suitcase that looked exactly like mine. I grabbed it, went home, and opened it. Immediately, I realized it wasn't mine. Instead of my suits, the bag was filled with women's clothes, several expensive watches, and a hidden compartment with $50,000 in cash and 3 different passports with the same man's face, but different names. I was terrified. I called the airline, but then I saw a luggage tag I missed. It had an address that was only 10 minutes away from my house. Instead of going to the police, I decided to drive past the house just to see. When I got there, I saw a woman crying on the porch and the guy from the passport screaming at her. I realized he was planning to leave her and run away with the money and the watches. I didn't give him the bag. I drove straight to the police station. It turns out, the man was being investigated for a massive Ponzi scheme and was planning to flee the country that night. Because I stole his bag by accident, he couldn't leave. The police caught him, and the woman on the porch was actually able to recover some of her stolen savings. Can you imagine? One accidental grab at the airport and you take down a criminal mastermind. The comments were wild, with one person saying, "This is why I always put a bright pink ribbon on my bag." You literally saved that woman's life by being clumsy. That wraps up today's marathon. Which story was your favorite? The bald bride, the driveway thief, or the secret suitcase? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.